Hey everybody, it's Very Random Valerie, and today is Saturday, April 27th, 2024. In the last video, I mentioned the concept of a walk-in, and I think I said in the video that I had started, I'd heard about it and done some research. Truth is, someone mentioned it to me first about the concept of a walk-in. I didn't know what it was, so then I did the research. And I find it disturbing, that somebody could, that essentially you've done your business here on this earth and you've died in the hospital where I was, and someone else stepped in and they're able to, um, they have access to all your memories and all of that, and yet they bring with them their entire different being. It explained why I changed so much, but I don't know if that's exactly the truth or not. I'm on this spiritual journey just trying to figure it out like everybody else. Um, and today I said I would share with you an experience that I had that was very unusual. My mother had been dead for, I don't know, maybe a year or two. And I think I mentioned that I don't have a good concept of time. Doesn't matter. She had been dead for some time. And I was standing at the kitchen back door looking out into what should be a rose garden, and it was just a weed garden. And ever since I moved in this house, I've struggled to maintain that particular area of the yard, and I find it frustrating. So I was looking at it kind of with disgust while my husband was in the same room, and he was facing kind of away from me towards the TV. And while I'm sitting there looking at it in kind of disgust, I felt a shift in energy in the room. It's kind of like if somebody just cut the air conditioner on and it started blowing on you, and all of a sudden you got chills. It's kind of like that. And so I felt this shift, and then all of a sudden I laughed. And in my ear, it did not sound like my laugh. It sounded like my mother's laugh. And then I felt another shift in energy. And I looked over at my husband and I said, "Did you just hear me laugh?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Did that sound like my laugh or like my mother's laugh?" And he turned his attention away from the TV and he goes, "Your mother." So I said, I had the strangest feeling. I was looking out at the rose garden in disgust at the shape it was in. And then all of a sudden I laugh and there's nothing to laugh at. But prior to that, I felt that shift. And so what I think had happened was I was standing there. I felt a funny tingling shift. I laughed. It was my mother's laugh. I think she popped in my body, realized that she was able to do it, and it tickled her. So she laughed. And then when she realized that that laugh to me did not sound like my laugh, it sounded like her laugh, she then popped back out. So that's my story. And I told one of my sister-in-laws, the one that's married to my brother, about this story and how odd I thought it felt. And she said she had had a similar experience after the birth of her last child. Her father, I think he got to know about the child. I'm not sure he got to hold the child before he died. And she was sitting in the chair in her house holding her son. And she said all of a sudden, she was thinking about her father and wishing, mourning the fact that he was gone and wishing that he had gotten to know her son. And she said all of a sudden, she said it was like she couldn't really feel her arms, but her arms felt big. And he was known for having really big forearms, kind of like Popeye, she described. And she said it felt like he had entered her body in order to hold Alex. And then, I just gave his name away, and then pop out again. So it does happen. There's probably been an instance in your life where you said, wow, that sounded just like my mother, or that sounded just like my father, something he would have said. Well, It could be more than just something he would have said. It could have been them. Anyway, that's just my spin on it. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.